Today we're diving into a detailed and balanced comparison between Israel's Carmel rifle and the widely known AR-15, focusing purely on their technical design philosophies, features, and intended roles in modern small arms development. Both rifles come from very different historical and industrial backgrounds, and understanding those origins helps explain why they look, feel, and function the way they do. The AR-15 traces its roots back to the late 1950s in the United States. Originally designed as a lightweight, modular rifle using aluminum alloys and synthetic materials, over decades it evolved into a platform rather than a single rifle, with countless manufacturers producing variants that share a common operating architecture. The Carmel rifle, on the other hand, is a much newer design developed by Israel Weapon Industries, introduced publicly in the late 2010s as a next-generation infantry rifle. Where the AR-15 reflects Cold War-era engineering refined over time, the Carmel represents a modern attempt to integrate lessons learned from contemporary combat environments. One of the most noticeable differences between the two rifles is their overall layout and ergonomics. The AR-15 uses a straight-line design where the buffer tube aligns directly with the barrel, contributing to manageable recoil and consistent cycling. This design choice also dictates the rifle's collapsible stock system, which must house the buffer and recoil spring. The Carmel does not rely on a buffer tube extending into the stock, allowing for a folding or fully adjustable stock configuration. This gives the Carmel greater flexibility and compactness, especially in confined environments or when carried by mechanized infantry. From an operating system standpoint, the AR-15 traditionally uses a direct impingement gas system. In this system, gas from the fired cartridge is routed back into the bolt carrier to cycle the action. This design is lightweight and mechanically simple, but introduces heat and carbon fouling directly into the receiver. The Carmel uses a short, stroke gas piston system, separating hot gases from the internal action. This approach is often associated with improved reliability in harsh conditions and easier maintenance over extended use. Materials and construction also reveal major philosophical differences between the two rifles. The AR-15 relies heavily on aircraft-grade aluminum for its upper and lower receivers, combined with polymer furniture. This keeps the rifle relatively light while maintaining structural integrity. The Carmel incorporates extensive use of reinforced polymers alongside metal components, reflecting modern trends in weight reduction and durability. These polymers are designed to withstand extreme temperatures and rough handling without significant deformation. Modularity is one area where the AR-15 has historically dominated. Its standardized dimensions allow users to swap barrels, handguards, triggers, and upper receivers with relative ease. This has turned the AR-15 into a highly customizable ecosystem rather than a fixed configuration. The Carmel is also modular, but in a more controlled, military-focused sense. Its design emphasizes adaptability for different calibers and barrel lengths, but within a standardized factory framework rather than an open commercial market. Caliber flexibility is another important comparison point. The AR-15 is most commonly associated with the 5.5645 mm NATO cartridge, but the platform has been adapted to many other calibers. This adaptability has made it popular across civilian, law enforcement, and military sectors worldwide. The Carmel was designed from the outset to support multiple calibers, including 5.5645 mm NATO and 6,239 mm. This reflects Israel's experience with diverse ammunition types encountered in regional conflicts. Barrel design and attachment methods further separate the two rifles. AR-15 barrels are typically threaded into the upper receiver and secured with a barrel nut, making replacement straightforward. This contributes to the platform's modular reputation. The Carmel uses a quick-change barrel system that allows caliber or length changes without extensive tools. This feature is intended for military units that need rapid reconfiguration rather than individual customization. When it comes to controls and ambidexterity, the Carmel clearly reflects modern ergonomic priorities. It was designed from the beginning with fully ambidextrous controls, including the safety selector, magazine release, and charging handle. This allows left and right-handed users to operate the rifle without modification. The standard AR-15 was originally right-handed, though modern variants often include ambidextrous upgrades. However, these features are typically add-ons rather than inherent to the original design. Recoil management differs subtly due to the rifle's operating systems and mass distribution. The AR-15's inline recoil path helps reduce muzzle rise and keeps the rifle stable during rapid fire. This has long been considered one of its strongest design attributes. The Carmel's piston system introduces slightly different recoil impulses, but its modern stock design and weight balance help maintain controllability. The overall experience is shaped more by design intent than raw mechanical differences. Maintenance considerations also highlight contrasting philosophies. The AR-15 requires regular cleaning of the bolt carrier group due to carbon buildup from its gas system. Many users appreciate its simplicity, while others note the need for consistent upkeep. The Carmel's piston system keeps the action cleaner, potentially reducing maintenance frequency. This design choice aligns with military expectations of reliability under extended field use. Accessory integration is another key comparison area. The AR-15 platform popularized the use of Picatinny rails and later M-LOK and key mod systems. This allows optics, lights, grips, and other accessories to be mounted with ease. The Carmel features integrated rail systems designed to accept modern optics and accessories as standard equipment. Rather than endless customization, its approach emphasizes mission-ready configurations. Weight and balance are often discussed when comparing rifles. The AR-15 is known for being relatively lightweight, especially in basic configurations. Its balance is typically centered near the receiver, making it easy to maneuver. The Carmel, depending on configuration, may be slightly heavier due to its piston system and reinforced construction. However, this added weight can contribute to durability and sustained performance. Manufacturing philosophy also sets these rifles apart. The AR-15's design has been licensed, copied, and modified by countless manufacturers worldwide. This has led to wide variations in quality, materials, and performance. The Carmel is produced as a complete system by a single manufacturer, with strict quality control standards. This ensures consistency, but limits the variety seen in the AR-15 market. Another important distinction lies in intended end users. The AR-15 exists across civilian, law enforcement, and military domains, with configurations tailored to each. Its adaptability makes it suitable for a wide range of roles. The Carmel was designed primarily as a military service rifle, with features optimized for professional armed forces. Civilian versions, where available, are adaptations of the military design rather than the other way around. Environmental performance is often cited in discussions of modern rifles. The Carmel was engineered with desert and urban combat conditions in mind, reflecting Israel's operational environment. Dust resistance, heat tolerance, and durability were major design priorities. The AR-15 has proven effective in diverse climates, but relies more on proper maintenance to perform consistently in extreme conditions. This difference reflects evolving expectations rather than inherent flaws. Trigger systems also illustrate contrasting design approaches. Standard AR-15 triggers are simple and functional, with many aftermarket Options available. Users often tailor trigger feel to personal preference. The Carmel's trigger is designed as part of an integrated system, emphasizing reliability and consistent pull over customization. This aligns with military standards rather than individual preference. Stock adjustability is another area of comparison. AR-15 stocks are typically collapsible and adjustable for length of pull, but they cannot fold due to the buffer tube. The Carmel stock can be adjusted and folded, offering greater flexibility in transport and storage. This feature is especially valuable for troops operating in vehicles or tight spaces. From a design evolution perspective, the AR-15 represents incremental improvement over decades. Each generation refined materials, manufacturing processes, and accessory integration. The Carmel represents a clean sheet approach, incorporating modern expectations from the outset. Neither approach is inherently superior. They simply reflect different eras of development. Accuracy potential is often discussed, but depends heavily on configuration and ammunition. The AR-15 platform is capable of high accuracy, particularly in precision-oriented setups. Its widespread use in competitive shooting demonstrates this capability. The Carmel prioritizes combat accuracy and consistency rather than precision competition performance. Its design balances accuracy with durability and reliability. Training and familiarity also play a role in how these rifles are perceived. The AR-15's manual of arms is widely taught and well understood globally. This familiarity reduces training time and logistical complexity. The Carmel introduces a slightly different manual of arms, requiring dedicated training for effective use. This is acceptable within a professional military context. In terms of global presence, the AR-15 has unparalleled reach. It is used or cloned by numerous armed forces and civilian markets worldwide. This widespread adoption has created a massive support ecosystem. The Carmel is still establishing its place on the international stage. Its adoption reflects confidence in modern design rather than historical momentum. Cost considerations vary widely depending on configuration and market. AR-15 prices range dramatically due to competition and mass production. This accessibility has contributed to its popularity. The Carmel, as a newer and more specialized system, generally occupies a higher price bracket. This reflects its intended role and manufacturing approach. Ultimately, comparing the Carmel rifle and the AR-15 is less about declaring a winner and more about understanding design intent. The AR-15 is a versatile, modular platform shaped by decades of evolution and user input. The Carmel is a purpose-built modern rifle designed to meet current military requirements from day one. Both rifles demonstrate how small LARM's design adapts to technological advances and operational needs. They represent different answers to the same fundamental question of how to equip modern soldiers and users effectively. By examining their technical differences, we gain insight into broader trends in firearm engineering. These trends include modularity, ergonomics, reliability, and adaptability to diverse environments. As small arms technology continues to evolve, rifles like the AR-15 and Carmel serve as important reference points. They show how legacy platforms and new designs can coexist, each offering strengths shaped by their origins and goals. Understanding these differences allows for more informed discussions about modern rifle development. It also highlights how engineering choices reflect real-world experience rather than abstract theory. In the end, both the Carmel rifle and the AR-15 tell a story about the evolution of military and tactical firearms. They illustrate how history, environment, and user needs influence design decisions, And that's what makes comparing them not just interesting, but genuinely informative.